Okay, in one semester, Doug and Laura spend a combined 250 hours in the Turing lab. If Doug spent 40 more hours in the lab than Laura did, how many hours did Laura spend in the lab? Okay, so both people, they spend a total of 250 hours, and we know Doug spent 40 more hours than Laura. Okay, so we want to solve for a number for Laura, but here we also don't know how many hours the Doug spend in the lab. So pretty much we have two unknowns. Okay, so we have two unknowns. So this is what type of question? Well, we need to write two equations to solve, right? We have two unknowns. So this is system equation. Okay, so we do have to write two equations here. So first we can define our variable. So let's just say if we use the x to represent number of hours for Doug, right? Number of hours for Doug. And then y can represent the number of hours for Laura. Okay. You can also use D and L if you want, but okay, so we use X and Y here. So we can say, then if they spend a total of 250 hours in the lab, we can say X plus Y. Okay, so number of hours for Doug plus the number of hours for Laura. X plus Y should equal to a total of 250. Okay, and if Doug spent 40 more hours than Laura did, the second equation a little bit tricky. We had to kind of think about this. Right, so Doug spent 40 more hours than Laura. So Doug is what? It's a higher number, right? He spent a longer time. So that means X is bigger than Y, right? So X is 40 more than Y. So we can say X is 40 more than Y. So it's X equal to 40 plus Y. Okay. So X is 40 more than Y. We can say X is equal to 40 plus Y. Okay, not the other way around. You don't want to do X plus 40 equal to Y. That will be wrong. Okay, so I had to think about this. So X equal 40 plus Y because X is a bigger number. So that Y is a smaller number. So the smaller number plus 40, then it will equal to the bigger number. Okay, so the second equation is X equal to 40 plus Y. All right, so once we have the equation here, there are two equations, then we can solve here. For our system equation, we can do elimination or substitution. For this question, I think it's actually easier to do substitution because we already have x equal to something. And when you have x equal to something or y equal to something, or you have x or y by itself, we can just take that x equal to 40 plus y, can take that and plug in where x is into the other equation. Okay, so go and do a substitution. So now the first equation will be, instead of saying x plus y equal to 250, we'll get 40 plus y equal to 250. All right, and then to solve it out, we get 40 plus y is plus 2y equal to 250. Okay, and to solve for y, do minus 40 on both sides. 2y equal to 240 minus 40 is 210. And then to solve for y, you can divide by 2 on both sides. Get y equal to 210 divided by 2, that's 105, right? 105 for this one. Okay. And that is our final answer, right? And y represents the number of hours for Laura, so that's what we want. So that should be our final answer for this one. Okay, if we need to solve for Doug, we can just plug in this number back into one of the equations, right, to solve for x. Okay, so 105 is our final answer for this one.